Hey Robert, John Racine here. I figured I'd give you a little video run through of my critique of your copy, which is pretty good. So, starting up here at the top, I love the graphics, it looks great. I think your headline you should change a little bit. Instead of "Do you want a slice of one of the biggest markets on the planet, one so hot it's almost on meltdown" with a question mark, I'd say, "Who else wants a slice of one of the biggest markets on the planet, one so hot it is almost..." Or you can earn. I think you've got to get very, very specific in your headline. So, who else wants? It's a very powerful phrase because it's giving the implication that a lot of people are doing this and I'm not doing it yet. So, I really need to look at it. So, who else wants a slice of one of the biggest markets on the planet, so that you can make $125.16 per day? So get very, very specific. Now I know you're using the 1,500 books, so maybe you use an exact number. I don't know if 1,500 is exact, but in the mind of a reader, they're going to think that it's not a real number, it's made up. So, who else wants to slice at one of the biggest markets on the planet, allowing you to sell 1,523 books in less than 5 months? Something like that, very specific, a specific accomplishment, achievement, or a goal. Scrolling down, come through. I think in the beginning, right here where you're talking about publishing, this one paragraph right in here, I think you need to tell a story. Stories sell. So you talk about, hey, maybe something like, when I started online, I knew I wanted to make money online, and I looked at SEO, I looked at affiliate marketing, I looked at A, B, C, D, and E, and, and then eventually I found exactly what it was that allowed me to achieve X level. And you kind of saw that a little bit with my sales letter for the membership manifesto. So I would take this paragraph right in here. Oops, sorry. I would take this paragraph right in here and maybe change that up a little bit. Tell more of your story. Get the readers engaged before you give the full release of what it is that you're doing. You've got to kind of build up to it. So it's kind of you versus the world, or you versus a myth, that type of thing, so that you can become the hero by the end of the letter. So that's kind of why I like telling a story. So, I started online. It might even be where you started with publishing. When I first started publishing online, I had struggles. This is what I went through. It took me hours, it took me dollars, it took me all of this, and nothing happened until I finally found the secret. So it becomes what we call the revelation. So that revelation is now what you're going to kind of sell. So that's only up there in this first paragraph. That's my recommendation. Again, graphics are great. As we continue down, more digital books are now sold for. So this is great. And I like how you've got the right content in here. So it needs content, comma, the right content. This is great. You might even want to underline that right in there. You see, it was very simple in the beginning. This is brilliant. I actually experienced this myself. I had PLR on Kindle, and I got them taken down. Fortunately, I didn't get my account banned or anything. So this is all good. You may have seen a few gurus jump on the Kindle bandwagon. This is great. So it's you against the gurus now. This is great. And then you talk about the Amazon slap. I'm not sure which animal that they banned, but hey, it's great. So you talk about now it's you versus Amazon. So you're creating all of these enemies that you have to overcome, and I absolutely love that. That's brilliant. Continuing down, everyone else is either happy that Amazon's and other booksellers have stopped. This is great. Complaining how much they've spent. This is great. Now, right here, I like this, but I think it needs to have a little bit more. So look what you could achieve with the right strategy. So again, I kind of like that terminology. And what I think, though, is you've got these amounts circled, 147.38, 183.26. So those are good amounts. But I think you need to talk about what time frame. Is that in a day? Is that in a week? Is that in a month? And you could put something like, okay, 183.26. Look what you could achieve with the right strategy. $183.26 in 7 days in only one account. Something like that. So it gets very specific, and people can start doing the numbers in their head. Say, oh wow, I can have multiple accounts. If I put 5 accounts with $183.26, I can start making over $800, $900. So that's a recommendation I have for you there. The graphics here are great, so this is awesome. All right, now I'd like to take the opportunity to show you how I achieved this by not following the advice of the gurus. Great. So now you overcame the big bad gurus and found your own way. I love this. Introducing the e-publishing roadmap, my complete system for profiting from the Kindle e-publishing revolution. That's perfect. I love it. No changes there. You've got some great graphics in here. You've got all of your videos, your CDs or DVDs, your MP3s over here. It's great. Revealed the exact system I used to go from 0 to 1,500 sales in less than 5 months. So this is great. I, again, would go with a very specific number instead of 1,500, 1,492 or 1,521, but go with an exact number. Don't let it end in zeros. And I would probably take that period out of there. Just a personal thing, I think it looks a little bit cleaner. Continuing on, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Kobo, and Apple level the playing field, allowing anyone to publish without it costing a penny. That's great. You may even want to, highlight this in here to draw some attention to it. Color e-readers have opened up more opportunities for smart sellers. That's great. And you could even put comma, which you will become. So you're kind of suggesting that the sale has already happened and projecting the result onto the reader of the letter. Don't worry, you won't need to write a novel unless you want to. Great. We'll be making our money by publishing nonfiction, information products, ebooks. This is a real set and forget business. Awesome. Okay, people want a done-for-you solution, so doing this set and forget, it's great. Complete the work once, get paid for years. Just maybe separate your exclamation and your I here. We'll show you how to do this the right way, working with the tools that you already have or that are available free. Love it. No special software to learn or buy, no plugins, so you're qualifying everybody. Hey, you don't have to put a serious investment to get this. So this is great. No online services to sign up for, no additional cost. First book for zero cost. Show you exactly how. Watch as I produce a book from scratch, 2 hours, start to finish. That is major. This is a big piece right here. I think you've got to draw some serious attention to this, because in an 8-hour day, that implies I can create 4 books. So this is huge, and I really think you ought to put a focus on that. Just a simple, straightforward method to get you started as quickly as possible. Instead of doing as quickly as possible, put a time frame. Again, you've got your 2 hours up here. So just a simple, straightforward method to get you started as quickly as having a McDonald's meal, as quickly as walking your dog, as quickly as going to your kid's soccer game. So you can use some of those emotional tugs in there to say, I can just take a little bit of time, a small investment of time, and then I'm going to have this asset. Okay? Now, continuing down, in your Kindle e-publishing roadmap, this is all great. Now, one of the things that you really want to do is you want to talk a little bit about benefits. You're always talking about FAB, feature, advantage, benefit. So here's the feature, here's its advantage, but what's the benefit? And that's really what you're trying to sell to your buyers right here. You will get my Kindle e-publishing roadmap ebook to get you started the right way. You just nailed it. What is it? What's the advantage and what's the benefit? Over here, 29 over-the-shoulder step-by-step videos to get you published as quickly as possible. I would change that, because you've got right here started right away, and maybe over here you go with the simplicity. So 29 over-the-shoulder step-by-step videos so that you will never have a question about how to get your book published, because that might be a thing in the subconscious of your reader, thinking, I can't publish a book, it's too complicated. But here you can alleviate that by saying, 29 over-the-shoulder step-by-step videos to get you published, so that you will never have a question about how to get your book published quickly, rapidly, profitably, successfully, any one of those words. A complete set of MP3 recordings. So you've got the feature, but there's really no advantage or benefit to that. So a complete set of MP3 recordings so you can listen on your commute to work, so that you can listen on the treadmill at the gym. Okay, so what's the advantage of that? Well, you can learn while you're doing something else and multitasking. Next, my Red Hot Kindle Niches ebook, some smoking hot niches. So you maybe want to just expand that out. My Red Hot Kindle Niches ebook, where I will show you without question the hottest niches to produce your Kindle content in. So there's another thing that you're alleviating from your potential buyer. I don't know what the heck to write about. Oh, look at this. I've got this book that tells me all of these hot niches. And then my own Kindle templates, the ones I develop for my own use to make formatting a breeze. That one's perfect. I don't think you need to change that at all. Continuing down, a complete publishing checklist. So I think you need to expand on that a little more. Again, you've got the feature. It's a complete publishing checklist. What's the advantage of that? So that you can make sure you have everything completed to successfully publish your book. And what's the benefit of that? No questions. You'll never be left never be caught with your pants down, or never be caught with your typewriter not typing. And I'm really kind of making stuff up there. But again, what's the benefit of this checklist? Why would a customer want that checklist? What's it going to do for them? Okay, so think about that. And there's more. This is great right in here. One of the things I will say, I will show you the exact system I use to go from 0 sales to 1,500 in 5 months. Again, same thing on the 1,500, but I would do an ellipses here on the end, so 3 periods in a row. So if you've ever seen Gary Halbert or heard of Gary Halbert, he talks about the greased slide, and your sales letter should be going from the top to the bottom as a grease slide without any friction, so it should be a very smooth transition. With the dot 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 or the period period period, it kind of forces the reader to continue on to the next line. Okay, learn why providing content for Kindle using the old methods will get you banned. Again, an emphasis here, underline, highlight, something like that. How to create a unique product and increase your chances of producing a hot seller, dot dot dot. So be consistent. How to make money by giving your book away for free. Be prepared to be shocked. Why would they be shocked? Okay, so I think you need to dig into this one a little bit more. How to make money by giving your book away for free. Be prepared to be shocked at how much money you actually make on a free book. I suspect you're doing something like that to get a bestseller ranking so that you can then flip the price up. Instead of going for free, you go up to like a $3.99 or a $4.99. I don't know what the strategy is there. That's what I'm assuming. But I think you need to expand out a little bit more. Be prepared to be shocked how much money you will actually make giving away a free book. Something like that. How to make even more money from each book you sell, dot dot dot. And then again, if you can expand out on this a little bit, how to make even more money from each book you sell. The gurus don't even show you how to do this. So you want to try to create this image of yourself as the preeminent Kindle publisher by putting in little tidbits like that. How to make even more money from each book you sell. Next, how to get public domain content accepted even if it has already been published on Kindle. That one's good. I will give you my own Kindle template, the one I use for my own book, so you will get the formatting right the first time, every time. How to use other ebook websites to increase sales. So I think that's probably supposed to be another check mark. And again, dot 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 at the end of every one of these in the bullet list. I will show you the easy way to provide your content in multiple formats for other ebook reading devices, and maybe you give some examples. The Nook, and I think the iPad and a couple of others. Why the Kindle Fire and Format 8 opens up a whole new range of opportunities for you to make more money, to spread your message, to attract more customers, whatever it might be. Continuing down. There's lots of really smoking hot niches on Kindle. We'll take a look at providing content for some of these. I debated on the sum of these because I know that there's tons of hot niches and you're not going to focus on every one of those. I'm just not sure if the sum of these could become a hesitation to a potential reader. So maybe we'll look at providing content for these so that you can be a successful author, just something like that. I'm just not a big fan of the sum of these. I'll show you how to research in any niche to find the best-selling products. Perfect. All these niches have lots of sub-niches so that we can really provide targeted content. Good. Learn why digging deeper is better than digging wider so you can target your books with a laser beam into these profitable niches. That's great. Use my Kindle Red Hot Niches ebook to get you started in double quick time producing in-demand content. Learn the do's and, more importantly, the don'ts. And I think your apostrophe is supposed to be D-O-N and apostrophe T. Yeah, and the don'ts. That's right. I'm sorry. About Kindle publishing, and you can make an income for years if you follow the rules. If you don't follow the rules, you could have your account terminated. And then I might use a graphic over here that shows like a termination. You're fired or something like that to create that powerful image. Maybe with the big red circle with the slash through it. Now, this one right here, So how does this sound to you? I don't like this one because if you've gotten somebody to read this far, they may decide at this point, how does it sound to you? And they might say, it doesn't sound good to me at all. So they might navigate away. So I think you need to change this one a little bit. And something like, because you get into here, imagine if you didn't have to watch every dollar you spend. So you're kind of painting the picture for the future. So I think this, instead of saying, how does this sound to you? I know you mean to lead into this paragraph, but your reader might not. So say, how will your future be different when, or how will your life change when you do not have to watch every dollar you spend? You do not have to worry about being able to pay for the things you want for yourself and your family without having to check the bank balance. What about taking an exotic vacation? All of these cost money. Imagine knowing that a check would arrive each month from Amazon that would help to pay for all of this. And then I would probably do capital, ALL, underline, bold, italics, anything to make that stand out. With the e-publishing roadmap, I will show you how to achieve this and more one step at a time. Okay, so little recommendations in there. Imagine what all this would feel like. Imagine what it would be like to not have to worry about unexpected bill arriving. So that's kind of what I talked about up here, and you may need to reword this a little bit more, or possibly get that incorporated up there on the top. Okay, so imagine what it would be like to not have to worry about an unexpected bill arriving. I would probably change that a little bit and say, imagine what it would be like not having to worry about how to pay an unexpected bill arriving. Because an unexpected bill could easily arrive, you may still worry about it, but having to pay for it, that is a little bit more subconscious. Feel the sense of achievement in your own success. How does having your own successful business sound to you? Maybe you want to add a couple more adjectives. Your own highly successful business, something like that. The sense of security, knowing that you can afford the things that you want, to know that you're a published author with your own successful business. And you've already talked about successful business, so you may want to merge that. Imagine the sense of pride in your achievements when you tell other people what you do. I like that also, a pride point. Continuing down our grease slide, I've spent over 3 years learning how to crack the Kindle markets for one low price. You'll get to benefit from all my experience. Just think about it this way. In a few days from now, you can have your own books for sale on Kindle and other ebook sites. Imagine the thrill of that first sale as a published author and the satisfaction of knowing that you could make money from that book and all the others for years to come. I don't like could here. I would put will, that you will make money from that book and all your others for years to come. Okay? Continuing down, testimonials. I know there was some comments about the testimonials, so get your testimonials in there. If you don't have testimonials yet, you need testimonials. I'm sure some people here in the Membership Manifesto group would be glad to give you reviews and testimonials. You can go to the Warrior Forum and ask for some reviews and testimonials, so there's definitely some things you can do there. Next, the e-publishing roadmap is your step-by-step guide to setting up your own profitable online publishing business, your route to financial freedom. I like that, and that's not all. That's great. There are some amazing fast mover bonuses, but you'll need to be quick, so that's awesome. It's a call to action and a reason why. Kindle Secrets Revealed. Top 10 Kindle authors give you the best advice on publishing Kindle and other e-readers available today. Continuing down, interview with the top Kindle author. I've bagged an interview with a top-selling Kindle author. Learn the secrets of being an e-publishing success. Public domain profits, and you get the real dollar values, which is great. So you can kind of, it's called value stacking. So you're doing that by adding all of these dollars. And then we got finding content from the public domain to publish on Kindle. This book will walk you through the entire process of finding the public domain materials that you can profit from. Use this in the Kindle e-publishing roadmap and deploy the strategies. Use my PD titles published even if they're already for sale on Kindle, so that's good. I might spell out public domain here instead of PD, just to keep it clean for your reader. Continuing down, VIP Facebook access to my members only Facebook group, where I will post updates and further training videos, and we can discuss strategies and techniques that you have found successful. So real, valuable, incalculable. I would change it from incalculable to priceless. Just a recommendation there. And then the special limited bonus. This is your coup de grace here, because it's one-on-one with you essentially. So my own personal support via email or Skype to help you get started in the fastest possible time, plus a critical evaluation of your book, sales copy, and cover or video before you publish it, so that you can ensure your success with your publishing effort, something like that. So again, what's the benefit of this? So yes, you're going to review it, but what's the real benefit of it? It's the learning curve, it's the time, it's the struggle. So one of those things that you're saving them from. Real value $97, but this is bonus strictly limited to the first 25 action takers. Strictly first come, first serve. This is great. I love that. Continuing down, download the e-publishing roadmap and let me reveal to you some of my closely guarded and profitable secrets so that you can start making money today. I'm not sure that I would do download here, and this is just a personal preference, not any direct response or anything like that. Maybe you put invest in, get. I'm not sure on that one. Download may be okay. This is just a personal thing there. Okay. Okay. So Robert, do I get everything on this page? Yes, everything. The complete. Now, what I would probably do here is bullet point this instead of the long paragraph with the commas. So you really want to try to keep it clean. You want a lot of white space on a sales page. So you're kind of stretching it in this area over here. So, okay, Robert, do I get everything on this page? Yes, everything. The complete video course, 29 videos, ebooks, templates, checklists, access to the membership group, the Kindle publishing checklist, and if you're one of the first 25 action takers, this is great, but I think you should turn it into a bulleted list of some sort. Your money back guarantee graphic here is perfect. I love it. And then I absolutely love this one right here. Yes, Robert, I want instant access. Now I understand that I'll receive instant access too. And you've got everything listed out there pretty plain and simple. So I absolutely love that. Click the button now. So perfect. Again, a call to action, and I look forward to hearing your success stories. I've spent years developing the system, and now you can have the blueprint for the incredible low price of $17. You might want to add just a little bit more. I have spent years developing the system, and now you can have the blueprint in your hands in less than a minute. So you're talking about years and minutes, so you're kind of decreasing the time for only $17. You will get the entire content and the bonuses, and if you're one of the first 25, you'll also get the personal access. Perfect. It only remains for me to ask, how big a slice of the pie do you want? I like that a lot. And then your buy button, and then your Robert Corrigan. The one other thing I might recommend, I'm not sure if you have a plan for it yet, is to put your picture down here, if you have it, right by your signature, which would be great. And then I expect you're probably going to do something with your lorem ipsum content over here. So you definitely want to clean that up. So just a little bit of a testimony, not a testimonial, a review of your copy. I ran a little bit longer than I thought, but I really wanted to try to give you some feedback from what I've learned in direct response and copywriting. And I've studied Dan Kennedy and Clayton Makepeace and so much copywriting that I've learned. I just wanted to pass some of that along to you. So I hope this was helpful to you. If there's anything I can do for you, please feel free to let me know.